Okay, so I feel like it has been forever since I've done a Fun Lunch Friday. Where y'all been? No, I know it's my fault. I have, what did I do? So the last time we had a Fun Lunch Friday, we had Heath Wiggins from His Leadership, Her Trust, and we sat with him and we talked about relationships. And then I think the time before that, the time after that, I was out of town. I went to Atlanta for Blogalicious. Oh my gosh, y'all, let me tell you. Blogalicious. If you have never heard of it, you need to get help because it is not to be played with. Okay, so this was my first time ever going, and the most amazing part about Blogalicious was the fact that although it's marketed towards bloggers and content creators and influencers, honestly, listen, y'all, it's for anybody that want to they just do anything with their life, honey, because Blogalicious ain't just snatched my entire life. Do you hear me? Like, just got me all together. And I was just like, whoa, like, wait a minute. But it was so good. And the thing that I liked about it was, like I said, it wasn't just for bloggers. But then also, everybody was just so approachable. And it wasn't nobody like, oh my gosh, I am a millionaire and I can't talk to you because you're only a thousandaire. Like, it wasn't even like that. People was willing to like legit give you help and answer questions. They weren't like, okay, well, I'll invoice you before I answer this question. You know how sometimes you go places and you legit want answers and you want help, and all I want you to do is tell me, what app you use. And they like, oh, well, I'll invoice you. I have my people invoice you. No, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm good. Don't you even worry about it. But it wasn't like that. Everybody was so cool, laid back, like wanting to help. And so I really appreciate it. Some of the people that were there, amazingly Lovey. She was there. She did really good. She just talked about, how to love yourself and be cool with who you are and understand who you are and just be comfortable with you and your skin. So that was really good. She also talked about, encouraging and being encouraged, being an encourager for other young ladies. The conference, there were mostly women there. We had a few guys that were there, but it was mostly geared towards women, bloggers and influencers. And then the next day, which was Saturday morning, let me tell y'all, Nellie Galan. If you have never heard of Nellie Galan, you need to get to know her, because this woman, I had never heard of her before. She is, once I saw who she was, I was like, oh, I kind of remember her face from somewhere. I couldn't tell you where I remember her face from, but I remember, I knew that she was somebody that I probably should know, but I just didn't know who she was. But she's big in the broadcasting, television, radio industry. She was on Celebrity Apprentice for a while. And then she has a book. She's very big in real estate, and just acquiring real estate, and assets and everything. So she talked to us on Saturday morning just about, building wealth and, just making certain that you have what you need to not only help yourself, but also help your community. And so that was so good, y'all. We know that the word of God tells us that we are supposed to help the least of these. We're supposed to help those who are less fortunate than us. And if we're not in the right place that we need to be, we can't do that. And so she just was telling us, different things, just to encourage us to do those things. And there are things that, let me tell y'all. So she talked about how she, bought her first buildings. And, when I was sitting there, I was kind of like, bruh, like, I thought about, like, wanting to own real estate and all of that stuff. And, I own my own home, but I have definitely thought about owning more property, rental property. But she not even talking about like rental property. This chick talking about like office buildings and leasing space and all that stuff. And I was like, that is amazing. That is great, but that ain't nothing I could do. That is the first thing I thought legit, like when she was talking. I was like, oh, that's good. I was like, but that ain't nothing I could do. And then, so I just kind of dismissed it. I was like, but I do want to eventually own like real estate. And so she finished talking. One of her mottos is don't buy shoes, buy buildings. And pretty much what that means is don't buy things that don't have any value, that won't hold value. Like you can go out here and buy these, hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars worth of shoes, and you don't have anything to, show for it. And so I thought it was really cute. I'm not a big shoe person, so I wasn't gonna be buying a whole lot of shoes to begin with, Nelly. But I thought that was really cute. And so so she, like, y'all, when I say she just blew our minds, like she just blew our minds. So she has a book, Self-Made. I'm gonna show this to you guys really quickly. And what I'll do is I will put if you can see Nelly Galan, I will put a link to her book below this video so you can check it out. So once she got done, like I was sold. I was like, anything you got, give it to me. And that's not like me. Like I'm not really one of them when it comes to purchasing stuff and purchasing like a book. Like I could get a book anywhere. But I was like, nah, I need this in my life, because she really was like, for real, like giving a lot of good nuggets. And she pretty much was saying, y'all, you can do this. Like you can for real, like legit do this. So I went out to her table to where she was supposed to be selling a book. And when I went outside, I didn't see anybody sitting at the table. I was like, dang. But I continued to walk towards the table, and I realized she was still there. She had just changed her clothes. So she was standing there talking to a few people. They were asking her some questions, y'all. Oh my gosh. If you ever go to a conference, just side note, if you ever go to a conference, don't feel like you got to sit in every session, because sometimes real life, the real nuggets and truth and stuff be shared outside a session in them small little groups. So we were sitting there talking, and she was just like, answering everybody's questions and stuff. And then one girl asked a question, like, so how did you start off getting all your buildings? And she was like, oh my gosh. So let me tell you, these billionaires, they're so cheap. They don't spend money on anything, And so she just was kind of sharing information and everything. And the thing that was so amazing was she was so relatable, and you can tell that she really wanted to help. One of the most important things she said was that there's so many programs that are set up for minorities, but we don't take advantage of them because we don't know about them. So they set these programs up for us, but then the education to inform us about the programs is not available. So we never, ever get a chance to take advantage of them. And I was like, man, like that is so true. And so I just made up in my mind that I didn't want to not be able to do what I want to do because I didn't know. So at this point, if I don't do what I know that I'm supposed to do and what I need to do and what I desire to do, it's because I just chose not to, not because I didn't know. So she was just such an amazing, she just was so good, y'all. And I appreciated that she was, like I said, she was so relatable, and she didn't come from a great background. She didn't have parents that just gave her anything. Like she had to work hard. And so she just amazing. So once I got home and I got this book and I just got to my real life, you know how you leave conference and you on cloud 9 and then you come home and you like, I gotta live this life. Like this life is real. I actually started looking at my financial statements and just all of my financial resources and everything. And I was just like, listen, Tiffany, if you want to be great, you cannot continue to live your life like this. Like you have to do something. And I'm not by any means, I'm not struggling at all. The Lord has been good to me. But I am aware that I need to do better. Because first of all, by a long shot, I'm not a financial guru at all. Like, I don't know nothing about finances. I know how to pay my bills. I know what they do. I know how to send them their check. But that's pretty much, I know how to not get put out of my house. You know, I know how to do that. But I don't know, like, the products that are out there. I don't know, you know, if I should be putting money in the iPhone right now, or if I should just leave it in C, or if I should split half of it for C and half of it for G. I don't really know. I don't know. So I reached out to my friend Mercedes Matthews from Life Financing Consultant. And y'all probably remember her. She sat with us back in October when we were talking about financial tips to prepare for the Christmas holidays. So I reached out to her and was like, listen, this life right now is a little raggedy and I needed to get better because, like, real life, I do have goals that I want to accomplish and achieve when it pertains to not just life, but like my financial life. I have, you know, giving goals. I have saving goals. Listen, I like to travel, so I need to make certain that I have my little travel money saved up to be able to get on a plane when I need to. Because a lot of times people can't do what they want to do when it pertains to travel because they don't have the money to do it when the deals come. And listen, the last thing you about to hear Tiffany say is, oh no, I can't do it because I gotta wait till my check come next week. Absolutely not. God did not call me nor you to live paycheck to paycheck. His word says he came so that we may have life and have it more abundantly. And that's life financially, that's health, that's love, that's all of our every area of our life. He wants us to be able to live it abundantly. And so one of my goals is to make certain that I maintain my savings account, my travel savings account, at least $500 in there at a time. So whenever I see a deal, I can jump on it. I can go ahead and be like, let me get that real quick. Now here's the deal. I only have $500 because I'm not paying more than $500 for a plane ticket. Now, I know that when I get ready to go to Australia and Reykjavik, I may have to get them a little bit more coins. But I ain't giving you too much more. Why? Because I'm just going to pray and be like, okay, Jesus, this is what I desire. This all your stuff to begin with. I do desire to go to Alaska. I do desire to go to Australia and Reykjavik and all of these amazing places. But if I don't go, you're still going to be amazing. But I know that you could do exceedingly and abundantly and above all I could ever ask or think. And your word says that you have cattle on 1,000 hill. I don't have cattle or a hill, but I know you got it. So my little $500 ain't nothing to you. My little plane tickets ain't nothing to you. That's a word. I just preached the whole sermon and y'all ain't say nothing. Y'all ain't even say amen or nothing. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. So I have a lot of goals, and I'm sure you guys do too, financial goals and things that you want to do, and how you want to just be able to improve society and your community and your family and just your life in general. And so I reached out to her, gave her all of my information, let her know what, my bills were, what I want to do financially as far as saving, as far as giving, as far as all of my financial goals, my financial plans, long-term and short-term, pay off my student loans, pay off a credit card, just paying things off, pay off my car and everything. And so pay up my mortgage, of course, pay off my mortgage. And so I gave all of that information to her, and she was like, okay, we're going to put a plan together. Because at the end of the day, I just need somebody to tell me, okay, Tiffany, this is what you need to do. Do this, and this. And I'm fine. I just don't know how to get all that together. So she come back and say, okay, this isn't realistic. This goal isn't realistic. Just looking at what you have to work with, then that's fine. We'll have to go back to the drawing board. But that is what the plan is to do. So I want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. If that is something that you want to do, honestly, you know what I think I'm going to do is in January, I'm going to wait to January because I know how you people are. You can't do anything at the end of the year. You have to wait to January to do anything. So I'm going to wait to January and get with Mercedes and get a program together to just get our finances on fleek. How about that? Y'all want Fleeky Finances? Huh? Is that one of your New Year's resolutions? I'm gonna get with Mercedes and we'll put a plan together. And we can do this together because I really want to be transparent. I want to let you guys know and show you all, like, you can do it. A lot of times people don't believe that they can do what they have seen other people do, and I do it too. I'll look at someone's situation and say, oh, well, I can't do that because this. You know, we automatically make up in our minds why we can't do it. It's like, no, bro, you can. You could do anything you put your mind to. So quit saying you can't. So 2017, if we want to have Fleeky Finances in 2017, then we definitely are going to get a plan together and do that. Because I want to, you know what, like Nellie's book says, becoming empowered, self-reliant, and rich in every way. And so one of the things that she said that was so important to me, she was like, as little girls, we dream of, our Prince Charming coming up and rescuing us on his white horse. That's not really anything that I ever dreamed about. I don't really like horses, nor do I desire a white horse to be. It kind of looks freakish to me, but that's not anything that I desire. Anyways, but she was just saying, we think about all of these fantasies and how somebody's gonna come and just whisk us away and all that stuff. She was like, but you know what? I woke up one day and I decided that I was gonna be my own Prince Charming. That way, I don't feel like I have to have somebody that has to, I can do what I need to do when I need to do it. I can, just provide for myself and my family and help my community and build my community, whether I have a Prince Charming or not. And I don't know if she's married or not. That's not really even important. But that just was something that stuck out. So listen, y'all go ahead and get your finances in order. Let me know if that's something you want to do. If you want to join what am I trying to say? If you want to join our program or plan or whatever we decide to do in January, and I'm going to be documenting my process, the beginning of my process of just getting my finances together. I'm going to show you guys some things, some of my goals and all that stuff. I'm not going to show y'all everything because I don't need y'all all in my business. I am going to be transparent because I do want you to be able to see, what you can do, and a lot of times we don't know what we can do until we, see other people doing it or whatever. So I'm going to share that. I'm going to document all of that stuff. First, I'm going to, kind of start going through the experience. So when we get ready to put a plan together, I can say, okay, well, this worked, this may not work, just depending on what I was able to experience. So if you can, comment below and let me know if you're interested. Send me an email to let me know if you're interested in joining the program and the plan to get our finances together. Listen, let me tell y'all, this Nellie, this woman is amazing. She said when she gets ready to make major purchases, she looks at the tax incentives and see what they are. So she was preparing to get ready to get a new car. Her car was going bad. She said, listen, I drive a car until the wheels fall off. And she said it was time for me to get a new car. And so what she did was she went to check to see what the tax incentives were for that year. And because everybody is, trying to encourage the economy and society to be more eco-friendly and more environmental friendly, the hybrids and electric cars are what's driving the automotive industry right now. And so she realized that the SUVs and the big trucks and stuff, that industry was not striving as it should. So she said she got a $100,000 Mercedes-Benz SUV for $25,000. Now, I don't know, all the details, and I'm sure she had other tax write-offs to be able to do that, but $25,000. Y'all, I just bought a Honda Civic for a little bit less than that. And then, I'm not saying that I want a Mercedes-Benz SUV. I mean, if you want to give me one, I'm not going to argue with it. But I'm just saying, y'all, $25,000, them cars don't cost $25,000. So that's just another thing that she said that was just like, okay, I can live my life. And everything that she was sharing with us privately, that afternoon when I bought her book in her just little small group, she was like, guys, all of this is in the book. All of this in the book. You just got to read the book. All the information is there. She was like, I want you guys to be great. You can totally be great. You just have to have the information and utilize the information. But the stuff is out there for you to be great. So I'm going to get her book. Well, I got a book. I'm opening this junk. I got a few other books that I'm reading right now. I have a book that I'm reading right now and a few more in line before I read this one. But y'all, this one right here, mark my words, this one right here is gonna be like a real life changer. I know in my life, just from the things that she was sharing. Okay, so that's it, y'all. That is all that I have for today. We gonna get our life on fleek. Our financial life is going to be fleeky. Okay, so number one, don't forget to drop your comments below if you want to join me in this financial process. Number two, I will leave a link below for Nellie's book so that you can check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got for now. I'm going to continue to document the process. So as I get stuff from Mercedes, I will share it with you guys. Just to let you know how the process is going, how I'm liking it, what type of things needed to be adjusted. She already told me my Starbucks budget is just way too much. So I already know I need to just get my mind ready to know that I won't be able to consume as much Starbucks as I've been consuming. So y'all pray my strength for that here. All right. Okay. So let's pray real quick, and then y'all, I'm gonna let y'all have an amazing weekend. All right. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come together. Father, I just thank you for the information that was shared during this fellowship. I lift up Nellie Galan right now, and I pray that you will just continue to bless her business as she pours out wisdom, oh God, that you will continue to pour into her. Father, I pray for Mercedes Matthews. I pray that you will continue to bless her and her ministry as she has been a blessing to me and will continue to be a blessing to the people that I am connected to as well. Father, I pray for everyone under the sound of my voice. I pray if there's anyone who may have felt you nudging them or leading them to be more cognizant and aware of their finances, to get in a better place financially, God, that they heed your voice, they heed your leading, and they do the necessary things that they need to do to get in right standings financially with you, Father God. Lord, I pray that you just begin to open doors and opportunities for them to prepare financially. God, I also give you all the glory and the honor and praise right now for the testimonies that will come of goals that were set and met, of being able to be a blessing to others. We thank you for the praise reports of being able to not only build their families and embrace new people in our lives, Lord. But I pray also that you just allow us to be able to see you like never before in our finances, oh God. Allow us to be able to trust you like never before in our finances, God. We give you all the glory and the honor and the praise because you are so worthy. It is in your Son, Jesus' name we pray, and we give you thanks. Amen.